So hi, I'm Anthony Rose, co-founder and CTO at Zeebox, now Beamly. So we realized there are really two audiences. There are a group of people looking for utility. I want remote control, I want a channel guide, I want listings, I want to find things to watch. But there's a separate social aspect as well, where people want to talk with friends, they want a community. There is a show like The Voice, you want to play along, or maybe there's a show which is you want to talk about it. So the whole social aspect began growing, and we began to see that perhaps two slightly separate audience needs, and that's always challenging. How do you develop your product or your app? Do you put more utility or do you go with more social? We began to offer news and gossip and so on for shows you could follow. All of this led to an entirely new part of the product that had never been there before. And eventually it reached the point where the product had evolved so much, we thought, you know what, it's time for a rebrand, a relaunch as Beamly. Beamly was something that you used 24/7. I think that was really important because in the morning you can catch up with news and gossip. In the afternoon you can start planning your evening's viewing. While the show is on, of course, you can join in and participate in the show. And when the show finishes, you can continue in that sort of afterglow in TV rooms and chat with other people. So we advertise for people who really watch and love television. Whether it's EastEnders or Downton Abbey or The Only Way is Essex, we'll find people who watch those shows. We have a virtual lounge in our office here with sofas and a big telly, and we bring people in and we say, why are you watching TV? How are you watching? Are you looking to talk to somebody? Are you looking for these features? And based on what the feedback we get, we will then prototype something. So we'll mock it up, we'll give them a phone with interactive application on it, but built as a mock-up. And then when people start being able to use it, when it's usable, easy, only at that point do we build it. Do they build an app for each show? Do they make an app for the broadcaster that covers lots of their shows? Or do they partner with somebody to make an app across, or an experience that is part of an umbrella application? So our proposition for broadcasters has always been, don't build an app for each show that someone will use for an hour a week and not for 167 hours a week, and when the season ends, you have to maintain it and it's dead and so on. Instead, we will give you a set of production tools we call mission control. You can log in and you can create votes, polls, widgets. We've got TV rooms. There are all sorts of sharing options. You can create all sorts of custom enhancements for a show, but it's all done in responsive HTML. And then those get brought to life inside our app, on the website, on iPhone, on Android, on tablets, and so on. So for us, our monetization model is primarily second screen advertising. Again, as broadcasters can sell interactive TV campaigns, $100,000 plus, $1 million plus ad campaigns on TV, but instead of just selling a campaign on TV, they can sell a sort of TV plus campaign where the interaction, the personalized, targetable, measurable piece accompanies that inside Beamly. And we do a rev share with our broadcast partners on that, and that's our primary revenue model. Now, one of the interesting things, obviously being mobile entertainment, was mobile first, and how it fits on mobile. The product has evolved into the mobile experience is predominantly about chatting around the show, finding things to watch, doing things in front of the TV. Whereas the TV magazine is all about predominantly the web. So during the day you're in the office, you want to snack, you're following EastEnders or Downton Abbey, you can just go to beamly.com, and with personalized feeds, there it is for you. And of course when you get to your TV, your mobile then can act as a remote control and to all those utility things. So quite a clear difference between mobile and web. Second screens come about because the advent of mobile and tablets mean that everyone has that nearby while they're watching. the advent of multitasking, you're always checking your email or Facebook or whatever it might be at all times of the day. And I think the fact that television stops for ad breaks for interminable number of minutes means that you're going to be doing other things anyway. I think in the future, there won't really be first screen or second screen. There's what I call participation TV. So the video is going to play somewhere, and you're going to interact somewhere. The video might play on your phone or on your tablet, or when you get into your home, it might play on your brilliant TV. But of course, you're going to be interacting on your phone. So you might be watching, again using the voice as an example, and on your TV, you start seeing the audience interactions. You start seeing your friends come say, hey, watch with me, I'm voting for him. And now you take out your phone, because obviously that's one of the touch screen, and you now play along. So you'll have what I guess is a multi-screen experience. Maybe when you walk out of the lounge room, the TV stops playing the show, and the show begins playing on your phone when you're out and about. So actually it won't really matter where the video is playing, but you'll usually be interacting on the screen, the touch screen, which is in your hand. I think there's a fantastic opportunity for a very targeted network. Foursquare's around locations, Spotify's around music, Twitter's around a range of things that people you're following, and Facebook's around friends and so on. But I think when you pick up Beamly and you see news, information, schedules, hey, the next episode of Top Gear starts tonight, it can control your TV, you can follow the conversation for a show, you'll get reminded when your favorite shows are about to start. I think it's very different, that focus around a particular domain, the fact that when you go there, it's all about the show, that it knows the schedule and shows that you're going to get, that it can remind you. I think it doesn't compete directly with other social networks. I think to the extent that you can then get TV rooms and chat about it is a great advantage. And I think the other thing is that for all of us, we have a professional persona, and we also want to talk trash about telly. And sometimes doing it in the same social space is a bit difficult. You can hardly write about the future of television or mobile advertising while you're dissing people on EastEnders. The great thing with Beamly is that's the place to talk trash around TV while you use other forums for your professional career.